What is Employees Provident Fund (EPF)? EPF is a federal statutory body which established since 1951 under Employees Provident Funds Ordinance 1955. It also controlled by Ministry of Finance Malaysia. EPF is a public agency that helps private sector workers to plan their savings for their retired life in future. It ensures retired employees from private sector get their social welfare and securities from the benefits of retirement. Same like others organizations, EPF also have its visions and missions. The vision of EPF is to be a world-class social security organization providing the best retirement saving for Malaysians. And the mission is to provide the best retirement scheme. Until nowadays, EPF still acts as a financial administrator by providing service for Malaysians at the field of financial protection. The first issues or problem that happen in EPF organization is teamwork. Teamwork issues happens in EPF organization due to different personalities from workers. The personalities are diversity, background, views, and experience. As for diversities, it might cause the workers need to change their personal and physical characteristics so that the organization easily to unite the employees in a diverse working environment. Next, different backgrounds scrap different working models and attitudes in organization of EPF. For the experience that consists by each employees in the workplace, their working style will totally different. This is because each of them want to use their own experience to implement their responsibilities. It cannot deny that teamwork issues or problems bring negative effects for the organizations. For example, teamwork and bonding in EPF organization might be break off. As we know, organization in EPF formed by many departments and divisions. Although this division will prevent the task and duty duplicate, but it will cause different opinions. Problem continuously happens in organization of EPF. Therefore, it caused the head management face a big challenge to handle all the departments under their organization due to the complexity. In the other side, EPF have 6 divisions also. Actually, it is very hard for EPF organizations synthesize all opinions, benefits from each division to make a decision. This is because each division have their own expertise, skills, knowledge in their specific fields. For the effects bring by these issues and problems is information cannot separate it right and miscommunication happens. Hence, this makes the plans or program redundant and stagnant to be proceed.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Hidayah binti Abdul Jaiz. My matric number is 261696. Next, I will continue with the diagnosis of the organizational level. Okay, diagnosis is a collaborative process that involves organizational members and or the consultant achieve in gathering relevant information, analyzing it, and drawing conclusion for action, planning, and intervention. Okay, in EPF organization, we will use the organizational level diagnosis to conduct the process. Firstly, we need to identify the inputs in the organization. For the EPF, the general environment is the government regulatory. Continue with their design components, which are technology, structure, strategy, human resource systems, and measurement systems. For the strategy, EPF vision is to help members achieve better future, and their mission is safeguard their members' savings and deliver excellent services. They also have quality policy, which is committed to helping members achieve a better future through continuous improvement in safeguarding their savings and provide excellent services. Furthermore, the technology used in EPF can be seen through their digital technology division. They have 4, which are the Digital Enterprise Solution Department, Digital Infrastructure Department, Digital Security Department, and Digital Cost Solutions Department. Besides that, the EPF structure, there are now has 5,700 workers who serve as their backbone. It shows the division of work, of differentiation and integration in the organization, and to add their human resource systems component in EPF, practicing the mechanism for choosing, developing, assessing, and rewarding organizational members. Next, their measurement system can be seen when there are ways to track work in progress and provide good service to the consumers. Lastly, the EPF culture prioritizes in increasing dedication and strengthens the commitment for their members. As a result, the output will be members and employee satisfaction from their performance in organizations' effectiveness. Okay, in the EPF, there are general issue mentioned by the officer, Ms. Akila, which is lack of teamwork. The general issue is because of the diversity, because of the different personalities, background, opinion, and view. To solve the teamwork issue in the EPF organization, we need to find the best way to solve the problem, which are through the right strategy and human resource system. Next, we will proceed with the recommended intervention to improve the situation. Organizations strive for the continual development, and one of the most valuable and important tools for this is OD intervention. First, we recommend the human process intervention to improve the situation in EPF. Human process intervention work to enhance individual performance and interpersonal connections. They seek to help individual and group grow their talents as well as identify and solve the issues. Based on the interview, the officer suggested team building to improve the situation and solve the problems. Ms. Akila had mentioned that the general issue in their organization is teamwork, because people have different personalities caused by background diversity. For instance, in their opinion, views, expectation and problems. Third-party interventions are related with the issue faced by them. Conflicts between two or more party or person inside the same company are subject in the third-party intervention. Conflict is inherent in groups and organizations and can occur from a variety of reasons, such as personality traits, task orientation, perception among workers, and more. Next, individual intervention can be used in this situation. These interventions are generally intended to guide people in becoming more successful communicators with others. Feedback may be more private at the covert or hidden level of communication and is focused at raising the individual's understanding of how their action impacts others. In addition, intergroup relations intervention are also one of the suitable way to improvise the issue or situation in the organization. There are two OD interventions are presented, which are microcosm groups and intergroup conflict resolutions. There are 5 steps in microcosm group to solve the issues in the organization. Firstly, they need to identify an issue. Secondly, convene the group stage is once a problem has been recognized. Third step is provide group training when the microcosm group is created. Fourth step is to address the issue. This step includes resolving the issue and putting remedies in place. Lastly is dissolve the group by following the successful execution of improvements. Therefore, the human process intervention, including the team building, third-party interventions, individual interventions, and intergroup relation interventions are useful to improve the situation in EPF organization.
So, I will continue for the next part, which is about the output of intervention recommendation and also the benefit of KWSP or EPF's company. Based on the recommendation given by the company's officer, it turns out that it can be provide many benefits to this organization. It can be seen that the officer emphasized the importance of cooperation within the team or team building. This is because it can give a lot of advantages to the company, either in terms of can encourage healthy risk tasking, build trust, and also bring complementary strengths. Working as a group helps teams member to take more chance because they know how they can rely on the support of the entire group if they fail. Interpersonal problem will undoubtedly affect the reputation of employees and also the companies. This is because there is no agreement in working in a team, as there are problems involving personalities between employees. When this happens, the projects cannot be implemented well and of full of quality. However, this intervention can address interpersonal problems by controlling and managing, as well as encourage agreement and forming good communication between the parties involved to solve the problems. So, thus cooperation can be reshaped. Besides, interpersonal group intervention are aimed at the process, content, and also the structure of the group. Process intervention sensitize the group to its own internal process and generate interest in analyzing those processes, include the relationship between and among group members, and also about the problem solving and decision making, also the identity and purpose of the group. For those type of audit intervention, which microcosm group can give a benefit to the organization, which when two or more microcosm group interact, parallel process occur, which are the unconscious change that occur in people. Members of group frequently discover that their usual pattern of roles and interaction shift as a result of the roles and dynamic of the group with whom they were interacting. Simply put, groups appear to be infected by the group. Furthermore, the officer had give an suggestion that the company's plan to ensuring the company's growth and also the development runs smoothly. So, based on the interview, she mentioned that company need to think to improve the organization promise to the customer and fulfill the promise. This organization known to be prone with 11 promise in their service. If this promise improve, so the problem will settle in a short of time. Among the 11 promise are crediting annual dividends to members, also about members and employee registration, nomination registration, crediting contribution payments, housing withdrawals, and another else. So, if this matter can be improved from time to time, this can improve the company's image, as well as make the service in a good and orderly condition, as well as facilitate the people of user of the EPF. In addition, she also comment about the prospect for growth and progress of the company. To extend the mandate to include the and continue aiding national infrastructure development and follow the current and future progress, especially in online network for online user and also user friendly, in line with the vision and mission of the organization, which is to help members in achieving a good future and also protects member savings and provide the best service. Commenting on the outlook for 2021 Commenting on the outlook for 2021, Tan Sri Ahmad Badri said although the vaccination has been launched this year, we remain vigilant as there is a new and easier to spread COVID-19 strain. However, we believe that the situation is now under control. Even in Malaysia, the first batch of vaccine has arrived and is in the progress of distribution in the EPF effort to protect and increase the value of members' retirement saving despite market fluctuation and also the uncertain environment. This de-emphasis of investment based on the environmental, social and also the governance ESG elements will serve as the axis and method of effective risk mitigation as well as a driver in generating social dividends that can withstand and exceed financial returns.
Hi and Assalamualaikum. My name is Nurul Izzati binti Zaid. My metric number 264704. I will explain about identify the obstacle of change. Okay, the obstacle of change that faced by Employee Provident Fund (EPS) organisation is internet factor, which is inefficient communication. According to Ms. Akilah Usna, officer from EPS, she said the obstacle of change is inefficient communication because of main head of administration of the organisation is too far and they only communicate through the online net. That means the distance between main head administration and branch office affect the communication. That not just that, the organisation also is divided to many divisions, so sometimes it's very difficult to make unique decision because of lack of communication. Distance can be the one of obstacle for organisation to have a efficient communication. The message is also influenced by the distance between the sender and the receiver. The greater the distance, that more technological channels are required, which add to the required and harder to communication. For example, Ms. Akilah Usna working at EPF branch office in Pahang need to communicate with EPS headquarters at Kuala Lumpur through online network. This actually will affecting the message that EPF headquarters want to deliver to the branch office. Communication over shorter distance is generally easier because more communication channels are available and less technology is required. During time of change, a lack of clear communication creates ambiguity and leaves team members unsure how to execute particular duties and tasks. This is ineffective and employee receive because team members identify what exactly to change rather than as a separate issue. Inefficient communication can be a big obstacle of change to every organization including EPF. Top-down communication that we use for many organizations include EPF is actually delay process and information. Sometimes miscommunication can happen during this process. This situation makes employees be hard to do their task because of misunderstanding. During time of change, a lack of clear communication creates uncertainty and leaves team members unsure how to complete certain tasks. That's why inefficient communication be obstacle of change to many organizations. The next obstacle of change is work environment. Employees are concerned that technical and procedural change will have unforeseen consequences for the organization's social atmosphere. This is especially true when change and activity involves downside or restriction. This question was related with work environment, which is when employees lack of willingness to engage with team members, the organization objective cannot be achieved.
In conclusion, the organization that we had choose is a Employee Provident Fund, which is EPF. In this study, we identify the issues and problems faced by the organization. General issue is about the teamwork. Based on the interview with the officer in the organization, which is Ms. Akilah, she mentioned about the teamwork. This is show that how important group collaboration is in an organization. Without the cooperation within the group, an organization or company cannot run smoothly and it is difficult to achieve the set objective. In addition to the officer undergoing the interview process, she also gave some suggestion and recommendation appropriate intervention to improve the situation in the organization. One of the suggestion is team building. This is because team building is effective to be implemented in the EPF organization. Besides, they are also have a benefit to the organization based on the output of intervention recommendation.